Guys, it's your boy Kyle Gray here with day number 74 of the 111 days Raise Your Vibration Challenge from my book Raise Your Vibration. Today's lesson is all about the inner child. It's called Spiritual Nurture. How about some fun? How about expressing your inner child? There are people out there, and I've met them, who don't like to have fun because when they were young they were told not to, and I hope that wasn't you. I've also met people who are really disconnected from their inner child or their own childhood. And usually that's because some sort of traumatic thing has happened, or often if you were in a single parent household, or you had many siblings, many people had to grow up before they were ready to. And for that reason, often their inner child has been left abandoned. They've had to step into these very adult shoes very, very quickly. It's essential in the raising of your vibration and in the raising of your energy for you to lift the energy of your inner child. And this little you is still inside of you. And essentially, we are all still children of the universe or children of God, learning every day and trying to do our best. So connecting with the inner child really allows us to open up to support, really allows us to open up to help from the universe, and it really allows us to dial into our side that's all about having fun and letting go. And I really believe if we connect with this fun energy that's within us all, we also welcome in great levels of abundance. The inner child is the part of you that will take things to heart and feel overwhelmed and not good enough. And if we start to look after the inner child and really love that, especially if we are giving it more time and more energy and more TLC, it means that whenever we are maybe taking offense to something that wasn't necessarily meaning to cause offense, or we're taking these mood swings, when we really didn't intend to, often that's because there's this inner child inside of us that needs attention and needs some love and needs some support. And so if we really give it that time and that TLC and that care, it means these kind of outbreaks of attitudes will actually stop, and we'll feel more connected, and we'll take offense less. So it's the little part of you that doesn't like being told what to do or when it's doing wrong, because it feels like being told off when you're a child. So we want to really love the inner child. So in order to help heal your inner child or keep that part of yourself free, filled with love and support, you can take time to nourish and nurture within your spiritual practice. Imagine that the 6-year-old you is standing by your side, and they still have that feeling that they were a bad boy or a bad girl, or even worse, that they weren't cool enough or good enough. And that can happen to many of us, and that happened to me in school. You know, we never felt good enough or cool enough in certain groups of friends. Imagine that they just want to be loved. And even if you were in an extremely loving and nurturing home or family, there's a chance that the wee you, the inner child, could still be doing with some love. It could be that you grew up too fast because you had siblings, or you had to help a sick parent, or that you were bullied all the way through school. Know that what you can do now to help set free any old energy is take some time just to love that 6-year-old you. And so here's some tips for you to connect with that. Today, you're encouraged to write a self-love note to your inner child. Write a detailed letter beginning with dear and then your name, offering some words of advice, healing, and acceptance. What would you want your inner you to know? Write about whatever experiences remind you of feeling unloved or not good enough, and tell your inner child that no matter what has happened to them, they're going to turn out pretty awesome, because right now you are awesome. Tell them that you're going to be okay. More importantly, that you love them, that you love their hairstyle, clothing, or personality, or the things that people point out as flaws, but when you look back and you go, oh my goodness, I was so cute. Give yourself some credit for that. Make them feel loved, give them some nurturing advice. Then put the letter in an envelope and seal it. You can keep this letter in your journal, or you can burn it, and use the ashes, and you can place them on a plant and plant some seeds. Do whatever you feel you need to do, but make sure you read it back to yourself first. And that's it for today. Intense but good, no excuses. Go get it done. You have a letter to write. Today's hashtag share your vibe is I express my inner kid energy knowing that I deserve to have fun. So this is all about healing the little part of you that craves attention. And if you give it that loving attention, it means that you might not have these moments where you take offense or you have a mood swing like a little kid, and you'll probably have more fun. My name's Kyle. This is day number 74. Over and out.